Hello, folks. Today we're going to talk about the launching of the iPhone 16 and the AirPods, and if I think it's a worthy upgrade. And for me, there is only one feature, and one and only feature for why I will actually love to switch. And this feature is no other than the 4K 120. No, I'm kidding. It's amazing that they have added a 4K 120. You can use it in ProRes and in log, and there is no other camera or phone camera at the moment out there, because I think only Sony Xperia is able to do that, but it doesn't do it in log and it doesn't do it in ProRes. So that is amazing, but that's not the app. The app that I'm talking about, or however you want to call it, is the Audio Mix. So they have added this amazing audio mix. And the reason why I think it's really important on the phone is that nowadays I'm walking around and I want to record some content with my phone, but then the mic is not great if I don't have a mic with me, and I will have to by force bring my lavalier mic or something like that and then record into it, and then later on I still need to edit it, right? Because I don't know, I just don't like just that raw voice that comes out from the mic many times, so I just need to edit it. But with this audio mix, they managed to basically include these three fundamental things, which the first one is in front mix, then there is cinematic mix, and then there is a studio mix. And it's amazing because they use AI to basically isolate your voice or cancel other voices, or fill up voices and cancel reverb and stuff like that. So the in front of mics, so basically the in front mix is basically only the people in front of the camera. So if you have someone walking into the camera and saying something, and then you have two people that are sitting in front of the camera, but if the person doesn't enter in the camera frame, you're not going to hear the voice of the person. So it's the person speaking off camera voice get cancelled. It's basically not existent. So only the people in front of the camera, which are seen into the camera voices, are captured.
Pancakes times two.
Yeah, okay, that's very funny. All right.
Enjoy.
The in-frame mix isolates the voice of the person on camera, so you don't lose that
Is that what I
perfect
think it
take.
is?
No, it's your grandma's bundt cake.
Right? Then you have the studio mix, which basically cancel reverb and kind of boost a little bit the low end of your voice, and kind of fix a little bit the high end of your voice, and it basically sounds like kind of a podcasting voice, right? And that's really amazing.
No, it's your grandma's bundt cake.
Pancakes times two.
Yeah, okay, that's very funny. All right.
Enjoy.
And then you have the cinematic mix, which it's basically kind of a Dolby Vision, or in any case, Dolby Vision maybe is too much, but it's kind of a 5:1 ratio of sounding mix. So it's like, usually in films, you will have this sound 5:1 mix, which or even more with Dolby Vision, for example. But usually what that 5:1 mix is that you have basically you have basically like 5 stationary sounds around the cinema. So basically it will be like 2 here, 2 in the front basically here, and then you have the one which usually is where the voice comes from. Then you will have like the subwoofer one, and so on. But nowadays you have so many, like Dolby Vision is basically like a whole a whole freaking studio build of sound panels and stuff like that. Like, so whatever, that's a totally different world, but it basically records the voice, which is like it's kind of having a boom on the subjects, on the actors or talents, and then it kind of records the whole surrounding sound, and it kind of mixes so that it doesn't really interfere with the voice, right? So it's literally how you do it in films, documentaries, and in cinema, right?
With the vocal track positioned in the front
Is that what I think it is?
No, it's your grandma's bundt cake.
and environmental noises
Okay,
in the
that's very
surround.
funny. All right.
Grandma's bundt cake.
Pancakes times 2.
Yeah, okay, that's very funny. All right.
Joy.
No, it's your grandma's bundt cake. No, it's your grandma's bundt cake.
Pancakes times 2.
Yeah, okay, that's very funny. All right.
Joy.
Is that what I think it is?
No, it's your grandma's bundt cake.
Pancakes.
So that is amazing. And why I think this is so important is because of social media, right? So now you don't need to kind of bring it up in another program to clean up the voice, to clean up the surrounding noise, and so on. You don't need to buy these lavalier mics, which have horrible sound isolation features, because I haven't heard none that actually works pretty well. So this is amazing. I hope it works as intended. It's not coming out with the iPhone 16 Pro. It's going to be a future update, and unfortunately it will not come in the iPhone 15 Pro, because most of the AI feature that they're going to come with this camera is going to come in the 15 Pro too, but of course they have to differentiate them somehow, right? So this is kind of how they differentiate them. But for me, this app is amazing. And the other thing that I'm actually gonna buy is the AirPod 4. I have the AirPod 2, the second version here, and they are amazing because unfortunately my ear don't really like to have this plastic plugs in my ears. So I love that they deliver these versions, because there is no or that I remember, at least I haven't seen any Samsung actually delivering something like that. I think they used to have this this beans size one that I used to love, but then since then I haven't seen others. If there are, cool, but these are the kind of AirPods that I like, and I'm gonna order the second version, so the one that has the noise cancellation inside. And the features are so cool because they have this even feature where if you are talking with someone, it's going to lower the volume so the person can hear you and you can hear the person, or of course the person is going to hear you, but you can hear the person too. And you're not, because most of the times if I am on, I don't know, the store, for example, and I'm talking with someone, the cashier, for example, I usually have to take off this or turn off the music. So this feature is just really cool. You will never forget that you actually have wearing AirPods, because it happened many times actually, or that someone will just approach you and you will start talking and you have to take it off or stop the music or stuff like that. So I love this feature and I really like it. And even the moving of the head of answering, yes, I want to answer the phone, no, I don't want to answer the phone. That's a cool thing. Like, these little things are really cool to have. And then they have this in the Pro version, I believe. Now they have this amazing feature that will help people with hearing loss and hearing problem, and even testing hearing problems. So it's amazing that they have been thinking about these things and actually implementing into their health app. The Apple Watches are not really interested. I still have the 8 and I think I'm just gonna be with the 8. What I will be interested in is the Ring, but we don't know when that is gonna come out. Samsung has just released their I know that they are gonna have another press release, but those I think are gonna be only for the computers. But who knows, maybe they might have a surprise and come out with the Ring. That would be super interesting. But hey, what do you think about these new iPhone releases? They weren't super exciting. I love the 48 megapixels now on the macro version. That's cool because you have a little bit more megapixel count, even to crop in a little bit more. But you have to remember that you're still using a pretty small sensor, so it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And yeah, this is pretty much, I just wanted to pop in here, just share my point of view and why I will switch to this phone. I'm not gonna switch at the moment yet. I'm gonna wait a little bit and see how things are gonna go and how the actual performance in people's hand is gonna be. But this audio feature thing, it's pretty cool. It's the only phone that has it. I guess from now on, other companies will develop theirs. But this feature, it's quite cool. I love it. And the 4K 120, it's pretty cool one too. But it's not a feature that will make me switch to this camera, to this phone. But this audio mix one, I really hope they find a way to actually bring it to the iPhone 15 Pro. But that's just a dream of mine, I guess. But hey, let's chat down below, share your point of view. If this phone kind of blew you away, or if you are just underwhelmed, let's have a chat down below. Yeah, so hope you take good care of yourself, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.